Welcome to the IME Community Podcast, where self-love is your superpower to achieve your weight and life goals and make your mark in the world. Your host is Dr. Carla, activist, MD. If you're a teen who's looking to revolutionize your health and can't wait to follow your dreams, welcome to the IME community.
Welcome to the podcast. This is Dr. Carla. So excited that you're here today and listening. And it feels like I haven't done a podcast in a while. I've been wanting to do this podcast for so long. It's called Do Not Tell Me What to Eat. That's a little song I wrote for you. I have this edge to me. You do too. It's what it takes in this life. And that song probably fits for you. And you may be surprised that there's this doctor and life coach who's saying, do not tell me what to eat. But I'm going to explain that a little bit more in this podcast. And I think it's going to make you happy, especially if you have an edge to yourself like me. So I'm working with my business coach, Sunshine. I've talked about her before. She's amazing. She's really helping me own Dr. Carla Activist MD, and I'm on TikTok and I'm writing up articles for kevinmd.com on weight stigma and bias in healthcare and disrupting that. And I'm doing so much to try to connect with teens and parents and help everyone out and reverse kind of all the damage that healthcare systems have done and our food system, and really forge a healthier path forward that's more fun. So doesn't that sound awesome? So she helped me create guide words for myself, and there's 3, and I want you all to create your own guide words for yourself and for your own identity as you're reaching your health goals. So my guide words are funny. Don't argue with that, because if you don't think I'm funny, you don't know me very well. So funny, unapologetic, fire starter. And those are 3 words that I have up everywhere. They guide me every day, and that's how I move forward with the work. And I am looking for funny, unapologetic fire starters, teens 12 to 18, who want to help me co-create IME Community, because it's something that doesn't exist and is my vision and is fun, and we can disrupt all of what hasn't worked, and we can move forward, and I can help you slay your health goals, I can help you slay your weight goals and your life goals. So anyway, I'm so excited about it. So like I said, you have an edge to you. Join IME Community, and my membership plan is only $24.95 a month, and you just connect with me on Zoom. It's the only and first of its kind web-based life and weight coaching platform for teens. And you get to connect with me as an expert doctor and life and weight coach, and somebody who's gone through this journey themselves. And you get to connect with other teens who are going to support you, who are also going through the same thing. And we're going to create something that's amazing, and we'll see where it takes us. So anyway, please check it out, IME Community. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, the podcast, share with other teens and parents. And I'm so excited because I'm launching a really big launch for parents and parents of teens to really help support their teens' health independence. And especially as we're reemerging from COVID, even though I know the pandemic is still with us, and I'm not saying it isn't, and I'm not saying there's not still a lot of issues, but we all have to figure out how to merge into the traffic of the world. And so we're going to do that together, and especially for teens who've experienced pandemic weight gain. And maybe this summer, I know how it is because I've taken care of a lot of patients, children and teens, in the summertime. And I know that the summertime is a real risk time for weight gain, even though it seems like that teens and children would be outside playing and eating healthier foods. It really isn't the case with all the sedentary time opportunities with screens and all the marketing of the food. And I have a lot of teens who feel like, gosh, am I addicted to junk food? And I'm mindlessly munching through the day while I'm on screens. And so I really really want us to take advantage of this amazing opportunity to join IME Community as a member and get the coaching that you need, and for the parents to get the support they need to support their teens' health independence. So anyway, all excited about that. So my daughter, when she was little, she's 20 now and she's in college, she used to say, don't say good job, say bad job. She had one of those little toddler spoons in her high chair that would turn like different colors if the food was hot, and she didn't like syrupy praise and kind of found it patronizing, I think, or condescending, and it was like almost like, I'm not doing this for you, like I'm not performing for you. So we would give her like, yay Catherine, and she'd say, don't say good job, say bad job. And she still kind of has that edge to her and super sarcastic and super funny today, and I can tell when she is basically saying that to me today when I say, oh, congrats or good job on that, test exam she did on like in college. So she looks at me like, don't say good job, say bad job. Anyway, so let me ask you back to do not tell me what to eat. That's what this podcast is about. And I wanted to talk about do not tell me what to eat for so long. And I'm going to ask you, who do you think is telling you what to eat right now? Food companies are telling you what to eat. Soda companies are telling you what to drink. Our society is telling you what to eat and what the gold standard is for eating. Our culture, our diet culture is telling you what to eat. Our medical establishment and healthcare systems, we've gotten it pretty wrong. Our government, some doctors who refuse to challenge what isn't working, some dietitians, they've all been telling you what to eat. And I'm not saying there isn't some helpful education or advice that's out there, but there's a difference between education and actually telling somebody what to do. Because when we tell, and you can just think of that, like if I tell you what to do and exactly what to eat, automatically you're going to bring up what's called NEA. It's going to be a negative emotion attractor. And it's not going to move you toward your desired outcome or goal or sustainable change transformation. Sustainable means that it's long lasting, it lasts forever, which is always what we want especially when we're working towards a health goal or a weight loss goal. We don't want to just try it. If we wanted to try it for a while and see if it worked, we just go on a diet, and nobody wants to do that, and I don't want any of us to do that, okay? So don't do that, because a diet is just like a fixed and limited short period of time to see if we get an outcome. No thanks. We're not here for that. Okay, so do not tell me what to eat. So I've been listening, or I finished listening to this book on Audible, and I'm not just shamelessly plugging books on audio, but I think it's awesome to do that. And it's called Helping People Change. It's by these expert coaches who do research on coaching, and they're professors, I think at Case Western Reserve. And I heard one of the authors speak on the Institute of Coaching webinar, and that's a group that I belong to. And that group takes a scientific approach to looking at the outcomes of coaching. And it's so powerful because there are so many research articles that show the positive benefits of coaching. And I love the positive psychology movement, and I love taking a strengths-based approach. And so I'm excited to be kind of the innovator and visionary of bringing this to teens so we can see what are the amazing outcomes as I bring all these amazing life coaching tools to teens to transform your health and your life and help you slay and achieve your goals. So how cool is that? And you get to co-create this community with me, and we're going to create all these amazing outcomes and results together. So awesome. So I'm listening to Helping People Change on audio. So one of the key teachings in Helping People Change, as I was listening to it, and if you've listened to a book on Audible, it's really dependent on the narrator's voice, right? I mean, we all experience that, whether you stay awake or not. And if you're like me, you may zone out for even big chunks of the book, which is the problem with the audiobook. But I do that when I'm reading a book too. I kind of am like, wait, it just didn't sink in. I hate that. Anyway, but I just got the concepts down, okay? So, and you can rewind it, which is cool, or not, if you don't want to, which I usually don't. Anyway, I'm really interested in the response that people have to different kinds of coaching, different approaches to coaching. So if a coach coaches with compliance, meaning the coach gives you a directive or basically telling you what to do, it's much less likely to be effective, meaning it's less likely to help you reach your desired outcome, and you will probably struggle with sustaining that outcome, making that change last long, creating an actual healthy habit. Okay? If you have somebody who's coaching you who's saying, okay, do this and don't do that. Okay? And it's kind of dumb luck for those of us coaches who are decently nice people and care about other human beings, and that's kind of a nice thing in life. But we can always be more intentional and on purpose, and that's what I'm doing, and compassionate with our coaching, and that's what I'm doing. And it's not babying you when I coach you with compassion. It's believing in your unlimited potential to create any result that you want. And I'm not trying to fix you, and it's like really knowing in our hearts that there is no fixing, because you're not ever broken. And no matter what your weight is, no, there's no problem. I'm gonna love you no matter what. And that's just a fact, because that's how I coach. I coach with compassion and I coach with vision. So coaching with compassion taps into your ideal self. It's self-directed. And it's visionary. You make decisions as the client. So if you're a teen listening or a parent and you're getting coached by me, you will make the decisions yourself from your higher brain, which is amazing. So instead of being at the whims of our middle brain, which is our emotion-based brain, and some of the conditioning, you will make decisions ahead of time that are from your higher brain, what's called your executive functioning brain, your prefrontal cortex, and you will be more likely to align and stay on your plan and reach your goals and your desired outcome when you make those decisions, instead of just being at the whims of making impulsive decisions and eating kind of whatever's you're in the habit of eating or conditioned to eat or mindlessly eating. Okay? So it's like my vision to create community through compassionate connection. As I built IME Community, I see it and I own that vision. And remember, I've talked about this before with IME Community. Like, I look at it as creating, like building a city, and the essential functions of the city are laid out, and we are just populating it with the people, with the teens and the parents who are going to be members of it, but also with what it's going to be. I mean, how it's going to look, and none of us know. And it's amazing. It's so exciting. But you have a vision that it's going to be amazing, that it's going to be this amazing, supportive, beautiful community. And we're going to co-create it together. And that's the vision that I see. And I own it. And no one takes it away. No one ever takes your vision away. That's what's really cool. So it's like creating your own personal vision word cloud. It's your dream speak. You always have your vision and you take it like alongside of you. So if you're looking at like a weight loss goal or a health goal, you have to determine what's your why. You have to determine like what's your big powerful why that's going to motivate you. And that's your decision that aligns with your ideal self. You can even work on creating like a 6-word personal vision statement for yourself that is going to motivate you. And when you're moving forward with action and taking action every day, you read that personal vision statement. You read your guide words. Are you a funny, unapologetic fire starter? Or do you want to choose 3 different guide words? I'll give you those. Those are mine. We can start with those, and then you can create your own guide words. And every day you ground your day in those. And that's what I am. And this is the goal I'm choosing for today. And I've made that decision, and I'm going to love my decision, and I'm going to move forward. And it ties into my vision. Okay. It's like you're choosing your own adventure. You and your vision get to choose your own adventure. And I want your personal health to be a part of your vision, because I know you are worthy and you deserve your healthy life. And I believe in your unlimited potential. to do whatever you want. Okay, instead of NEA or negative emotion activation, which is what happens when a coach tells you what to do, like a doctor tells you what to do, or somebody just tells you this is what to eat, then you're like, diet culture tells you you need to do this, you need to be restrictive. All of a sudden it brings up the negative emotion activation, the NEA. It even activates our stress hormones, which is just so powerful and isn't helpful to us if we want to achieve a health goal, right? To have our stress hormones activated. And it activates a restriction and indulgence mindset automatically. You feel restricted, you feel confined when somebody's telling you what to do. You don't feel like you don't feel hopeful, you don't feel motivated. And so you're in that kind of restriction and indulgence mindset, and then the foods that they're telling you not to eat become even more desirable. So when I coach with compassion, it brings up PEA, or positive emotion activation, and it gets you where you want to go. And so that's why with IME Community, I'm teaching you all about self-love superpower in the beginning, and I'm focusing on that. And I'm going to get to all the sciencey stuff and teach you about teens and insulin resistance and how to reverse it. And we're going to have monumental health transformation. I have absolutely no doubt. Let's do this. But the most important thing I've learned through the last 4 years of really immersing myself in this life coaching stuff and all the research is that learning self-love superpower is the most important thing that we can learn, and that's really all we need to know, and is the skill and the tool we need to know to reach any goal that we want and sustain it. There's a reason why I'm teaching you all about, in IME Community, self-love superpower in the beginning, and that's because I'm teaching you how to self-coach. Like, I can show up and coach you as a life coach, but I want to teach you the tools to self-coach. And you can learn this, and it's an amazing tool to have. And I use it all day, every day with myself. In my mind, I can coach myself in difficult situations, how I want to show up for something, and it's incredible. So that's what I want for you, is that you learn how to self-coach. And in fact, I can coach you with compassion until the end of time. But if you're in your head, giving power away to the negative self-talk, coaching yourself with compliance, telling yourself what you should be doing, buying into our societies and our culture's beliefs about what to eat, singular solutions, fixated on the how and the what and not your why, you'll be self-sabotaging. You're like bringing up your own NEA. You're evoking your own stress response. You're evoking your own negative emotion activation. You're doing that to yourself. All it takes is awareness to know that that's what's happening. Okay? And then you can create a pause and you can shift. And you can stop judging yourself. And I've done a lot of podcasts on that. Stop judging yourself, and when you feel like others are judging you, and those are powerful podcasts. I hope you'll listen to those. So, what do you have to lose by trying a new, more compassionate and positive approach? Like with IME Community, you'll probably lose a lot of the negative emotions and pain, and probably some weight. And you'll probably gain some positive emotions, some happiness, your desired outcomes, your vision for yourself, and your health. And a fun community. So, sounds pretty cool. So do not tell me what to eat. Okay? So let's learn to coach with compassion. Show up to IME Community so you can just click on Zoom. Sound familiar? No problem. Easy. You've been doing it for a while. So you get coaching with me with compassion, and I'll help you move toward your personal vision for yourself and tie your health goals into that. And then you're going to learn to self-coach yourself with compassion. And then you can absolutely have self-love as your superpower. Slay any goal you want. All right? So do not tell me what to eat. Self-love superpower. Thanks for joining. See you next time.
Thank you for tuning in to the IME Community Podcast, where self-love is your superpower. The content of this podcast represents the opinions of Dr. Carla Lester and is not intended as, and shall not be understood as, a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. The opinions shared reflect the host and guest and do not represent an organization or medical group. Always seek the advice of your physician or therapist if you have concerns about your health. And please, like and subscribe to the IME Community Podcast. Share IME with your friends and go to imecommunity.com to join the member community. Don't forget to follow IME on social.